Today, my friends, we have the youth intake preview and the knockout round draw, and probably the Coppa Italia first round. Surely that's what's next. Let's find out. I didn't look at the schedule from last year. Why would I do that? I don't know. So this looks disappointing. We don't have any potential shortages in our future youth intake. Well, that's good. That's, cheers. Cheers to no potential future shortages. Any positional shortages? Whatever. We have one forward who could be considered a fine prospect. We have one good young Italian striker from Scandiano who's caught the eye. All the rest is in yellow. Cheers to that. We don't have any great number of players coming through in any single position. Fine. Most of our new goalkeepers coming through are poor quality. We had 2 last year that were really good. Fine. The fullbacks coming are not the best. Fantastic. Most of the new central midfielders do not look like they'll ever be good enough for the first team. The next crop of wide midfielders do not look like great prospects. Most of our attacking midfielders coming through look to be below the required standard. There are a few good wingers in general. Why is that in yellow? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. It seems like the wingbacks coming through are probably not up to scratch. I also noticed at the end of last season, we let all of our under 18s either promote to the under 20s. Like, we have this thing where we use a lot of our under 20-ish players. And so a lot of the under 18s is like, oh, this will be useful for the under 20s. And so, like, this is our under 18 squad right now. We have Kevin Batari, who's the backup goalkeeper. Actually, we should probably just let him be the goalkeeper, right? Let Kevin go do the under 20 stuff. But he's getting lots of reps, so maybe it's worthwhile to sacrifice Domenico. And I think we had somebody, I'll change that here in just a second. We had somebody leave a comment saying, hey, I'll be Kevin. If you want to change the name to Kevin, or from Kevin to me, cool. Left a comment on that, so I'll change that here in a second. I have called him up for like mentoring. So he's in the senior team, but he's not playing. Like, he's never going to play. He's available for both squads of the under 20 and under 18s, I mean. Filippo Erico, who's a 2 gray star. Fantastic. And then these are our under 20s, pretty much, that I've made available. But for some reason, they're not being used. So, really good job with our youth setup. Kevin Batari is now John Short. John, thanks for leaving comments and being a consistent viewer. I said that a couple episodes ago. Hey, if nobody from Patreon wanted to claim somebody, because I think I've got most of the people that had wanted players, because I put out a post last year, just as an FYI on Patreon, saying like, hey, let me know if you want to be a staff member or a player, if you have a preference, blah, 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 blah. So, John, there you go. Enjoy. John Short's our new decent-looking backup goalkeeper. Welcome, son. All right. Let's go to the Champions League. I can't believe it's 9 million. Is our plan going to work? How much money do you think we need? I guess is my question. Right? Like, I don't want to ask for the stadium too early. So if we make it to the next round, they're going to give us, it's called 10 million, right? Because you got the round appearance money, and then you got gate receipts and TV revenue, and let's just say it's 10 million. So it gets to 36 million, right? Well, we're going to be spending some money. So that's the thing. Do we wait for the end of the season if we make it to the Champions League again and we get that that bunch of money in June? That's going to be like the highest point of our bank balance. Where would that have been? This timeline annoys me, right? It's not useful. Not useful. Like, I guess this is September and I guess this is May, but like you could have, right? I don't know. I don't want to complain much, but like, you see where it says 11.69, you could have another bar that sticks out that says the date next to it. Like, have the dates down here, but have a date come with that. So you can go, oh, that's exactly May 2009. And that's June and July and August. And I guess that's September, right? Like, so technically, I guess, yeah, June-ish has historically been our highest bank balance. So do we wait till we get the round money from the Champions League and help that sustain us this season, get the money in June and go like, hey, can we have a stadium, and see what they say? That's just where my head is. Of course, this is, if we win the Champions League, it's a lot easier to ask. All right, my friends, we are in with the likes of Atletico Madrid, Lille, Milan, or AC Milan, PSG, Barcelona, Man United, Napoli, Real Madrid, please not them, Ajax, Dortmund, Bayern. Bayern's in our bucket. Arsenal, Eintracht Frankfurt, Genk, and Sporting. We are not. Okay, is it? It's in alphabetical. It's not like coefficient. I do that I feel like I can do that every time. We're like, hey, we're not the lowest. Oh, it's alphabetical. Yes, not Real Madrid. Come on. Okay. All the rest of the ones, like the Italian ones, would be good options because we've played them before. Okay, so it's Atletico Madrid, PSG, or Milan. I'd take Milan, I think. Not knowing PSG, but I'm guessing PSG is just like paying insane wages. I kind of figured that was what was going to happen. Or because I can't remember, somebody left a comment last season. I'm trying to soak these things up. I can't remember where the country protection stops, right? Where like, you know, you could have Italian clubs playing each other. Maybe that's not the first knockout round. I don't know. Kylian Mbappe still there. Is he pretty good? Yeah, he's pretty good. He's doing all right. Hakimi. Who's this guy? 23 must be a. Okay, when you look at that, it's like, hey, we're like, we got some players that are pretty close to that, right? You're saying there's a chance. Look at the wages. $725. Emerick Laporte, 35 years old, is on 220,000. Okay, I'm gonna hop us forward now. Let's see. Okay, because it's down here. So we're gonna play the Coppa Italia next. Hey, just thought I'd show you this because we're moving forward in the season here. So and Serge are in the team of the season of the African 11, best 11 of the year, because it's calendar year. Thank you, comments, for telling me that. I thought it was seasonal, but it makes sense to be calendar for something like that. And in the team of the year for the Danish team of the year, I'm like, wait, that's not a Serie A team. Andreessen makes a sub bench, which I think is pretty fair. I mean, maybe it's an indicator of poor quality of the rest of the way, but 6, 8, 7, again, part of those, you know, let's say half the starts are in the second half of the season, and then he's had 6 starts and 3 subs on a 6, 7, 7. Not as great, but you know, maybe there's not a lot to choose from. Serge wins African midfielder of the year. That's it. Danish players, young player of the season, Danish media young player of the season goes to Gabriel Bon, my friends. Ooh, looking tasty. I think he's a good pickup. This guy has wrecked us every single time he's played us. It's so annoying. Goalkeeper of the year, not even listed. Donnarumma wins it. Colombani, third place striker of the year. Considering last season cut short 22 total appearances in the league with 12 goals and 7 assists on a 7.37, I think he should be happy to get the third place trophy there. So, all right, we're moving on. Yeah, Maximiliano, broken ankle. So, Joel, how you doing? Oh, you're trading. One of the things that annoys me a little bit, and it's like, I get, right, the board's going to have different opinions, right? Like, disappointed with our Serie A defeat against Torino. Torino's currently top of the table. At the time, they were like third. Concerned about our draw with Spal. Fair. I'm okay with that. Like, I was disappointed with that too. Concerned about our 4-1 loss against Real Madrid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Real Madrid. And are you upset that we made it to the knockout round? Is that? Come on, lads. We find ourselves second in the table, 1 point off Torino. It's anybody's league, essentially. Now, Juventus has got a game in hand. They could jump up to first. But, like, we're in the running, right? we're currently in the running. We are 4 points clear of being in the Europa League spot, right? Like guaranteeing ourselves something in continental competition. You know, easy, lads, is how I would say that. We beat Salernitana. We played Ferranti. Luce came in and played the central mid role. So Viviani, Grandi. Klug got some bruised ribs, but he's fine. And then he went the next day and twisted his ankle for 2 to 4 weeks. I'm trying to maximize this extra half star, right? Like or really the whole star, right? To go from 2.5 to 3.5. I think with the playing time we're going to be giving him over the coming seasons, he could reach it. Andreasen started, Colombani, Locke got a start, got a 7.0. Joel is coming up to speed, but I mean, again, we're paying him whatever it is, like 40 grand less than we paid Pettin. So, you know, he's given us about the same average rating, but now he's getting more game time because Arturo went out with something for like 3 or 4 weeks. Ernesto started, yes, and got a goal in the 13th minute. We kind of put it away early. Venenzia, a little nervy, and then Oriol. It's like, dude, we're seeing the game off against 10. We've got a 1-goal lead, and he like straight up scissor tackle from behind a guy for no reason, straight red. So he's going to miss the Sampdoria game, which is great. Or is he going to miss does he go for the Coppa Italia too? Well, he's got pulled ankle ligaments. It doesn't matter anyway. Right. We did get Rene Gall a bit of an appearance, and then Waspal was kind of disappointing. They scored in the 4th minute. Like we've conceded some early goals, which is pretty disappointing. But Locke came in and got us the equalizer 6 minutes later. We did play a friendly against Juventus. They asked us to play at their place, and we beat them 2-0. They gave us 775 grand for it. Thank you very much for that. And I can't remember if I've already shown you these. We beat Atalanta 3-1. Fairly solid overall victory, and Perugia 3-2, which was not as solid. All in the first half for us, so as you do. So here's our current situation. Obviously, these guys injured. Maximiliano's out for another... He's pretty much the end of the season. It's not the end of the road for him with us, but it's not great, I guess is what I would say. So today we line up with the 3-4-3, Angelini and Luce in the middle, Giroud and Grandi, Viviani, Andreasen, maybe so, Berggren and Serge and Alonso on the inside forward. We're going to do the overlap, not the underlap, and Ernesto up top. I'm resting Colombani. I'd like to think we can get one over on Brescia. They do typically play a step like hard, right? It's the first round. They're 19 points behind us. So it's a little bit of a roll of the dice here, but I'm trying to like get us a little bit of rest on our legs because we got Inter, Juventus, Fiorentina, which always plays us hard, Parma, which is a rival, and then PSG. So 4 to 5 odds, my friends. Let's go. Or this is literally Alonso's first game back. He was out with a virus. That's what it was. So that's been fun. He's raring to go, though. He's raring to go. Yes, may struggle. He's at 79% match sharpness. We need to get it up. So here you go, son. Prove a point, lads. All right. Love to see that. Ernesto's played well. I've been pretty happy with him. You know, he's kind of had to bide his time. Go out and do our jobs. Fans believe in that, not me. Here we go, boys. Which direction are we going? Okay, we're going to the left. It's never know. Was that defensive third or attacking third? Giroud, Grandi needs to get back on his side of the pitch. We got 2 wingbacks on the right side now. Nobody on the left except Serge, who hits the side netting. I'm all right with that result because it's no counterattack with nobody on the left side. So we can all kind of get back into shape here. Come on. Come on, boys. Mallard? Oh, I thought Serge was just going to get a red card there and like take that guy's kneecap out. Not going to lie. Ernesto, he has help. He goes for the shot. Oh, Alonso, it deflects not in his general path, and then they kick it into the 15th row for the throw-in, my friends. Ernesto's anxious. I think I saw that. Or nervous. One or the other. I saw some red down towards the bottom of our starters, so it's probably Ernesto. Oh, and every time, I'm sorry. I feel like it's worked out a little bit, so I kind of feel like I need to insist on doing this. Okay, we don't want you to have the ball, so you're not a passing option. We don't want you to have the ball. You know how to pass. So everybody else is gonna get the closing down. Press them when they've got it. Okay, lads. They're building out of the back. All right. Errol Karaman. This is looking tasty for them. Sotovia. Sotovia. Okay. Hey, we disrupted him there with the bit of a tackle. Got a foot in. We've had 3 shots on target. They've had none. But aggressive. Giroux is feeling feisties. He had a double espresso this morning, lads. Angelini wins it back. Plays a through ball. Is he onside? Surge right at the keeper. It kind of whipped through his hands, I guess. Oh, Ernesto over the ball. Come on, boys. We are gonna finish the half. The last 10 minutes of the half. Go attacking. We've been on top of them. What we don't want to do is give them a glimmer of hope. You're gonna go into halftime with a glimmer of hope. I think is inevitable now that I've said it. Ease off your tackles, mate. Not good. Screaming angry time. Yes. Let's try that. Didn't really work. Oh, 6.2. And then I'm going to say, I know you're capable, man. I know I just don't get anxious on me, Ernesto. We can bring in Paul Colombani. We do have subs available. Oh, I guess I've buried the lead. We sold Pablo Baltadano to Columbus Crew for 220 grand. We're essentially breaking even, which, you know, from an academy standpoint is better than not, but not a yellow. It's fine. Maybe that's a warning from Football Manager that we need to sub him off. Ernesto kicks it wide. 220 grand. We're essentially paying him 250 grand with his current contract, and we paid half of the year for it. My goodness. I don't hardly ever do this, but I'm going to shout at Surge. Specifically. Is he going to improve? Probably not. Making lots of mistakes. You try and rotate just a little bit. Just a little. Just to rest a player. Just once. I know I just yelled at him and it's like he hasn't had a chance to react, but we just gave up a goal, so needs must. Come on, Arturo. What you got, son? You've got dispossession. Excellent. Oh, boy. We could really use some extra buckaroos in our pocket. You know, 500 grand for making it to the next round or whatever. We would take that. We would not complain. Not headed away. What are you doing? Berger just watches it. Dribble. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What's up, homie? The beauty of our staff here is we can make adjustments like this without having to make like anything crazy, right? So we're gonna bring on Giallo because he's got a little more of that. No, are we? I think we'll do this instead, actually. Except Ken is on a 6.5. I've changed my mind. Here we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Here we go, friends. And we have to score, so we're gonna go this is more likely, I think, to lead to us conceding, to be completely honest with you. But I don't feel like we have an option. We got 20 minutes left. We are freaking going for it. What did he do? Oh, jeez. So we're going to lose this game and lose Arturo, who we literally just got back from a virus. So it's not like it was a muscle injury and we caused a muscle injury by not, you know, subbing him off at a certain time. It's just life. Just life. Anybody? Can I get a highlight? Anybody? No highlights. Well, my friends, we can focus on the Champions League. Surge on a 5.9. And we lose Arturo. But hey, we've got this. We got this line here, right? These two lines are doing better than this line. Right, lads. All right, next time you see us, it's gonna be. I mean, I feel like we just have to go PSG. Now it may be extended highlights one game at a time, but that's what'll be next. Hit the like button. We've loaned some players, whatever. I guess it hasn't. Wait a minute. That's weird. It happens February 6th. Okay, enjoy. Thanks for being around, my friends. We're going to go play Sampdoria. Now, Sampdoria is in 15th. 19 points. So, I mean, you could argue Brescia has 20 points. I'm not saying we take it lightly, but I think we have a run of games here where we have the opportunity to revive our spirits. Lazio's in 16th. And then we really need to use these to get, like, match sharpness. Like, get back on the same page, get Serge feeling good, get Colombani feeling good before we hit the meat grinder here. All right. We'll see you then.